ASMR Gaming News. Greetings, everyone, and welcome to ASMR Gaming News. Please hit that like button, sit back, relax, and let's begin. So, we've got a lot of interesting video game news this week. First, let's talk about one of the biggest game releases, Pokemon Diamond and Pearl. The remakes for these games just released on the Nintendo Switch, and they're doing amazing. Apparently, they're the biggest launch of a Nintendo Switch game of all time in Japan right now, so no other Switch game sold as much as these games did, so that right there just shows you how popular Pokemon is. Literally everybody on my Nintendo Switch, friends list is either playing Pokemon or Fortnite, or, yeah, it's mostly those two, to be honest. So, just an incredibly popular game. I should probably play it on the channel. Let me know if any of you would like to see that. But yeah, first impressions, very accurate to the original games, with, of course, some minor additions and new features and things like that. They added a few minor things here and there. And they also upgraded the graphics, of course. Everything looks much better. So yeah, just a lot of really, really good reviews all around for the new Pokemon game. A lot of people are happy. Next, we have some news about Fortnite. So, Fortnite is getting closer and closer to its end of season event. Fortnite will be ending in just a couple of days. I believe it's 10 days from right now. It's going to be ending near the beginning of December. There's an actual countdown timer on the Fortnite map right now. And yeah, there's going to be a live event. A lot of people are saying there's going to be a black hole again, kind of like the beginning of Chapter 2 of Fortnite. So we might get a few days of no Fortnite, just like last time. So I'll be really sad if that happens. There's a lot of rumors and theories floating around right now. Most of them involve the Fortnite map flipping over, like there's another world on the opposite side of our current Fortnite map, and other people are saying it's just going to get destroyed and we're going to end up in a completely new world for Chapter 3 of Fortnite. Also, a lot of people have been mentioning that the original chapter of Fortnite had 10 seasons, and this chapter of Fortnite has 8 seasons. So some people are suggesting that possibly Chapter 3 of Fortnite might continue this trend and have only 6 seasons. Because maybe each time 2 seasons get removed from the chapter. So we start with 10 seasons, we go to 8 seasons. Next chapter may have 6. So it's very likely that if that actually happens, it might be a very short season. A very short chapter. It could possibly end right at the beginning of 2023 or something. So I'm really excited for the future of Fortnite, and I can't wait to see what this event is going to be, what's going to happen. They've been teasing a lot of things, and a lot of people are very happy. I hope that we get Lucky Landing back, or some OG spots on the map, with some new locations, of course. Let's see, what else do we got here? Ghost of Tsushima and Sackboy from Little Big Planet have official skin collabs in Fall Guys. Yeah, Fall Guys, remember that game? Well, Fall Guys is still around and still very popular. It has a huge community of people on PC and PlayStation still playing this game. I should probably play it for a video at some point very soon. Honestly, I always had fun in Fall Guys. I never actually ended up winning first place, but I did come second a few times, and it felt pretty good. But yeah, really great game. I like that they keep doing these collabs. You know, we got that Sonic the Hedgehog collab, and now we got Ghost of Tsushima and Little Big Planet. I wonder what the next big one is going to be. Next we have, well, we had a award show for the 2021 Golden Joystick Awards. So they've been having these every year before the actual Game Awards. There's like this Golden Joystick Award. I'll go through the list of nominees for all of you, but basically, the best, let's see, let me see, Game of the Year. Where's Game of the Year? Game of the Year goes to Resident Evil Village, which makes a lot of sense. That was a huge game. Let's see. Nintendo Game of the Year went to Metroid Dread. Let's see. Best Game Expansion is the Ghost of Tsushima expansion this year. Best Gaming System goes to the PlayStation 5. Pretty cool to see them win. PlayStation Game of the Year goes to Resident Evil Village. Xbox Game of the Year goes to Psychonauts 2. Kinda have a hard time believing that. I have a lot of Xbox friends, like none of them played that game. But okay. What else? Critics' Choice. So the critics, the game that they chose as their popular game of the year is Deathloop. I've heard some pretty good things about Deathloop, but not too much. And the ultimate game of all time. Yes, this award show has an ultimate game of all time. And it's Dark Souls, which, you know, that game is just legendary at this point, so I think it definitely deserves that title. So yeah, just a lot of great awards at the 2021 Golden Joystick Awards. If you want to see all of their nominations and all the games that won, you can definitely check it out. There's a list out there. Just Google it, but I went through the most important stuff, so it seems like there's great games for everybody. Kind of surprising that Metroid Dread won for Nintendo. There have been a lot of big Nintendo games, so yeah. Metroid's big though, so that makes sense. Let's see. So, this is actually pretty awesome. So there is a group of fans that are reviving PlayStation 3 online multiplayer games with emulated servers. So these people right here are heroes. So if any of you grew up or had great memories of playing on the PlayStation 3, a lot of games on the PS3 have completely abandoned their servers. They're no longer being updated, so you can't really play a lot of games online anymore. Well, a group of fans found a way to emulate these servers. I think they're connecting their PlayStation 3 to their PC from their router, and they're hosting games on servers online or something, kind of tricking the PlayStation 3 into thinking that the original servers are still active. And yeah, they're reviving a lot of great PlayStation 3 games, including one of my favorites, MotorStorm, Pacific Rift, which was such a good game. And they're doing the same with a lot of other games like Killzone and Warhawk. If any of you have ever played Warhawk, that game is just amazing. I love that game. And let's see, what else? MotorStorm, Killzone, Warhawk are among the few that they mentioned. Resistance, PlayStation Home, Wipeout. So yeah, a lot of the classic PlayStation 3 games that are offline now. They are working on bringing these back online for the fans. So far, it seems like Sony's not really annoyed that they're doing this, so hopefully they leave them alone. Because I think it's fantastic, because a lot of people really miss those games, and it's great to have a chance or ability to still play those through emulated servers. So really happy to actually hear they're doing that. So great news for basically everyone that doesn't only play games on PC. 12 Minutes is going to be coming out on PlayStation 5, PlayStation 4, Xbox, Nintendo. I played this game on the channel. It's called 12 Minutes. choose your own adventure game. You have a bunch of choices. There's a killer that comes to your house. You and your girlfriend have to survive. And there's only like 3 tiny rooms in this house. And you have a lot of different options of what you can do. You can like turn the water on in the sink, try to fix a door, hide in the closet, refuse to eat cake, things like that, which those minor things end up having like big outcomes in the actual like story and what happens to you. You can decide to like shoot the guy that's coming to kill you, or stab him, or tie him up, stuff like that. It's a really awesome game. Definitely recommend it. Just the fact that you have like the ability to kind of like choose your own story in this game is something that I really like. And it's also kind of like intense and a little bit scary at times. It's great. Definitely recommend it. It's releasing on PlayStation 4, Nintendo Switch, and PlayStation 5 on December 7th. So that's like that's about like a week away from now. So yeah, definitely check that 12 Minutes game out. I really enjoyed it. There's a rumor circulating that Square Enix is going to remake or remaster Chrono Trigger and its sequel, Chrono Cross. Now, for those that aren't familiar, these games are kind of old at this point. This series is beloved by a lot of RPG fans back in like the 90s. Akira Toriyama, you probably know him from Dragon Ball. He does all the artwork for the characters like Goku from Dragon Ball. He worked on the artwork for this game, so a lot of the characters kind of look similar to that Dragon Ball style. But yeah, he worked for Square Enix. They're the people that made Kingdom Hearts and Final Fantasy. And they made this game on the Super Nintendo, which is just considered to be one of the best like Japanese RPGs of all time. By a lot of people, I would definitely put it in my top 10. And a sequel came out on the PlayStation 1 called Chrono Cross, which might not be as good as the original, but is still great. And then this series just absolutely died, and it never, ever got any other games in the series. And it still has a huge fan base, and people have been begging for years, like, please, make a new game, make a new game. Can we please have a new game? And Square Enix is like, nah, we're focusing on Final Fantasy right now. So a lot of people have been giving up hope on ever seeing anything from this series again. And then here we have a rumor that just came out about a remaster. So if that actually does happen, I'll be very, very happy. This gives the opportunity to a lot of people to possibly play these games for the first time. Because unless you own like a Super Nintendo or PlayStation, it's kind of hard to play these games now because they're so old. Really hard to get a hold of unless you're buying them used for really, really high prices. I think they're on the PlayStation Network and Nintendo DS, but even those are kind of old at this point. Let's see. Tekken 7 got a special new definitive edition that includes all of the DLC released up until like this point. So all the character DLC, all the stage DLC is included. And a lot of people were kind of excited, you know, it's kind of awesome to have all the Tekken 7 DLC with the full game in one package. But here's the downside. It costs like $99 or something like that. It's crazy high and expensive. So a lot of people started complaining about this, and yeah, a lot of negative news regarding this Tekken 7 announcement. A lot of people are saying that this game, oh wow, I'm looking at it right now, it's actually not $99, it's $120 for the definitive version of Tekken 7. Now, Tekken 7 came out a couple of years ago, like 2017 the game came out, so it's been like 4 years, and yet, even with all the DLC, I feel like they should have released this at like $50. So they're just being really, really greedy, I think, and putting the price that high, because that's just insane. Like, what? I don't think any Tekken fans are gonna pay that amount. Like, I like Tekken, but I'm not spending $120 on a new game that's not even new. So, yeah, that was a weird piece of news this week. Next, we have Capcom saying that they're going to release future Street Fighter news in 2022. So a lot of video game companies have been doing this recently. It's a little bit weird. They'll announce an announcement of news. Like, hey, we just wanted to announce that we're gonna have news for you in the future. Like, okay, why can't you tell us now? But yeah, they're gonna talk about the future of Street Fighter. So that possibly means we're gonna get maybe a new Street Fighter game reveal or announcement sometime in 2022, so next year. So if you're a Street Fighter fan, we should be getting something in the next year. Epic Games has continued the trend of buying companies. This time they bought Harmonix. You may know Harmonix. They're the people that originally made the Guitar Hero games. Yes, the developers for like the original Guitar Hero have been bought by Epic Games. They also made the Rock Band games, so they're really good at like music type games. And they've been completely bought by Epic Games, so Epic now owns that company. So yeah, little by little, it seems like Epic Games is buying a lot of companies. They bought Rocket League, they bought Harmonix. So yeah, who knows who they're gonna buy next? And let's see. Last piece of news is about the collection of Uncharted Legacy of Thieves. This is the PC and PlayStation 5 Uncharted Collection that's going to be coming out. Apparently, this game has been fully rated already. So, yeah, it's going to be releasing sometime next year, hopefully. I just think Uncharted's going to look amazing on PlayStation 5. I can't wait to see how that game looks. So, yeah, fans are suggesting that since the Uncharted movie is possibly coming out on the 18th of February, that maybe Sony is going to release these games around when the movie comes out. So within like a month or 2 months or whatever, we could see Uncharted on store shelves. So I kind of want to play the Uncharted games again, especially Uncharted 2. That was such a good game. But yeah, that's all the important video game news this week. Thank you all for listening, for watching. Please be sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you all next time.